Yeah, so just want to finish up with the basic read through here. So, like I was saying at the end of the last part, something happened with my highlighter here, so I had to do different types of highlighting. But just highlighting the commonalities here that people spoke about. So this is what people were interested in. This is sort of like what I would say the thesis move of what people do. You read the text, you respond to it, and then my job is to try to bring you together. All right, to speak to each other. Okay, but before I get to how sort of how I do that, let's just see if there was any specific notes that I wrote to individual discussion boards that can give us some commentary here. So I didn't do a lot of individual um, bubble writing because this discussion board is a finite one. So it was just basically a practice one. So the syllabus posters, we're not going to have another dialogue about that or discussion board. If you want to bring it up in further discussions, that's fine. But we're moving to the next discussion board, which is on Plato's parable, The Cave, and we're going to spend a few days on that. So when we're spending a few days on a text, that's when will have more sort of commentary bubbles that are attached to individual um, text. So what we have here, so this is just a note here. Um, Always good to actually quote rather than signify or paraphrase. Why? So when you read a text, right, just don't talk about it in general, right? Try to really, specify, I'm talking about this part, this chapter, um, and or a certain passage, right? So the more you can narrow it down, the better. And then you want to always get to a quote, right? I mean, you can paraphrase, right? But a quote is better. Why is a quote better? Because it reminds the reader who's read the text but has forgotten it. It reminds the reader the details. So we all read a lot and then we all forget a lot. So in conversation and seminar, it's very good to remind the reader what the text is by actually quoting the text, okay? It's a little bit labor intensive, right? But it's important because it's really not about reading, it's about rereading, okay? That's how we get to the level of critical thinking. And so we really have to remind ourselves what's in the text and how the text sounds, right? And that's what quoting does. So always good to quote the text and always make sure you have a citation where it comes from in the text so someone else can find it.